Guys, if you have problems speaking out, and a lot of my clients, a lot of my friends I've seen, a lot of my family members, in fact, also I've seen have this problem, not being able to speak out, not being able to express yourself, not being able to just stand up for yourself in situations where you actually need to stand up for yourself. If this is your case, then I want to tell you that the primary factors that could have contributed to this behavior within you could stem from your childhood, where you probably grew up in an atmosphere, grew up in a community, or grew up in a household where you were not allowed to express yourself freely. There were strict rules that you had to follow. There was a strict code of conduct that you had to sort of adhere to. This can happen in extremely religious households. This can happen in lower middle class households where which are patriarchal in nature, or where resources are limited and the level of education also and awareness is also limited. This can quite often be. It can happen in any sort of household, but usually when there is a lack, there is a certain code in place, and everybody in the house is supposed to act by and understand that code. And this mentality of fear, this mentality of lack, is what creates a problem with your level of expression in the world that affects your throat chakra. The second reason that can cause a personality like this, or that could have contributed to not being able to speak out as an adult, is you not having the necessary confidence or self-worth in being able to express your opinions into the world. You're constantly criticizing yourself. There's an inner criticism that is going on that you're probably not addressing. And this criticism could be rooted in your childhood, or could be rooted in some sort of a failure that you encountered in life and you were unable to overcome. For example, unrequited love. Something like that can hit you deep. You have no clue what can leave how deep an imprint on your mind in the early stages, and the impact that it can have on you as an adult. So as a rule of thumb, whenever you encounter a situation where you feel that you're not being able to speak out, there are a few things that you can do. First, you should practice this meditation, hum mantra. It's a Buddhist mantra for the throat chakra meditation. This is really helpful. Do check it out. The link's given here in the description. Second, crystals like lapis lazuli, malachite, wearing sky blue color, and at the same time doing bhastrika and brahmari asanas can be very helpful. Third thing that you can do is you can commit to learning a new language, or commit to learning a new talent. This could be playing the guitar, this could be learning to sing, just taking basic lessons of another language so that you can speak and understand even in an elementary way. Because that reinforces the idea in your mind that even if what you are saying is not completely correct or maybe incorrect, you have to learn to say it. This is what learning a new language or learning a new talent does the most. It brings you back into the beginner mindset and teaches you that it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to make a fool of yourself. Okay, a lot of people I see commenting here, and they ask me, how are you so good in English? How is your conversation and your accent so good? Well, it's practice, and it's not being afraid to make a fool of yourself. A lot of people have negative things to say. Great, keep them to yourself, right? And it was not always so, because when I learned Punjabi, which is my ancestral language, at that time I did not speak fluent Punjabi, and my friends used to make fun of me, and they used to say that, why don't you just stick to English? I said, because I want to learn. This is the language of my family. This is the language of my ancestors. This is where my family is from. And so that really taught me some very important things in life with respect to the chances that I took in my career moving on. So this is something that I can tell you from personal experience. But even scientifically, this happens. Learning a new talent, learning a new skill can really open up your throat chakra. The fourth and the most difficult thing to start doing, if you feel blocked if you feel you can't speak out, if you feel you can't speak up, is to quit an environment where you are supposed to lie. Is to quit an environment where you're not heard. Is to stop engaging with people who make you feel unheard. Okay? If you have a group of friends from school or college, who've never really given you your due, who have always been cynical of who you are and who have always judged you, there's no point carrying them along and seeking their approval. If you have relatives like that or friends like that, doesn't matter. You don't need to talk to these people. Don't talk to the people who don't listen to you, who are not receptive to what you have to say. Go talk to people who want to listen to what you have to say. And so this means understanding that what you offer has value. Understanding that the only way that that value will be respected and paid in full is when you start realizing the value of that. I mean, not in a narcissistic way that, what I have to say is so valuable that I'm not going to say it at all. I'm just going to be quiet and, make you search for the truth and guess and arrive at it. No, it's in a way that, if I am honest to you about what my feelings are on this subject, of what the situation is in, let's say, in this company, this organization, this community, if I'm actually honest to you about that, then that means I'm speaking my truth, and my truth is not cheap. People who lie will never be able to honor your truth. People who lie to themselves about who they are will never be able to honor your truth. So you have to learn how to stop wasting your time on these things. Okay? So guys, this was just a very short video on an important topic that I wanted to share with you guys. I hope these methods, these simple tips are very helpful for you in opening up your throat chakra and being able to speak out for yourself more than you've been able to. And if this video was a help, if you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel so that you can stay abreast of all the wonderful content that I post here, and push the bell icon so that you can be notified every single time I post. If you want a personal session with me, or if you want to read my books, check out the links given here in the description box. Thank you so much. Take care. Hari Om.